Hello students, after a short introduction, my mobile got disconnected. I said to you, change is what we have to expect, change is a constant. We are also not used to this kind of teaching online or shooting videos. So many times we find technical or technological glitches, yet we try to overcome it. And so let me continue with Pascal's law. What Pascal's law states? Before that, let me draw a small diagram. Let me take a spherical shaped container like this. Okay? Now, let the opening have a small piston attached to it. A piston is attached to this. And in this, there are small holes are there at different places. Okay. Now, you can imagine these are small nozzles, holes through which whatever the liquid we place it inside will be coming out. Okay. Now, let us fill it with most wonderful liquid which we know, water. Let us fill it fully. Yeah. Now, as I have done this, you will find that when I give a force here, when I apply a force here, and there is an area which you have here of the piston here, you know that pressure is equal to force upon area. When I apply a force here and there is an area over which it is applied, then pressure is being produced here and the pressure will travel equally in all directions. Okay, the pressure will be transmitted equally in all directions. Now, what is Pascal's law states? The pressure exerted in a closed liquid, enclosed liquid, it has been closed here. It is not running. It is hydrostatics we are talking about. So, when you apply this force and the pressure is exerted, it is distributed uniformly in all directions. And this is Pascal's law. Pascal's law is very simple. It was done around 1653 to 1663. Yeah, it's very simple process where you find that pressure exerted in an enclosed liquid is distributed equally in all directions, undiminished. It does not change. For example, if it is 10 Pascal here, 10 Pascal here, 10 Pascal here, 10 Pascal here, 10 Pascal here and 10 Pascal here. And this is the Pascal's law. Pascal's law is having wonderful application, right? And one of that is hydraulic. Okay, hydraulic press we can say, or hydraulic lift we can say, right? What is this hydraulic lift? You might have seen it. For example, in mechanic shop where cars are being repaired, that they will lift the car, right? The car is so heavy and they are lifting the car, cleaning it, repairing it. How is it possible? And that is because the principle is based on Pascal's law. Now, I am going to explain to you about hydraulic lift and how is it working, that we are going to now study. Okay, now, in the case of hydraulic lift, you have got two tubes with a different area of cross section. Two tubes are there. Okay, one is a small tube and another is a big tube. One tube here, okay, like this, connected to another tube or another cylinder with the help of a tube, you can say, right? And this is a bigger one, okay, like this, and it is being connected to this like this, okay, right? And if you have any doubt here, we also can change a little bit if you want. We can modify this also, okay, so that you don't have any doubt why this is small and that is big or anything. Yeah, let me modify it according to this, right. So I have two cylinders, one with small area of cross section. Let us say the area of cross section of this place is A1. Let me connect here a piston here. This is a piston here with area of cross section A1. And let me say I put a load here, I can put a load here in this place, and that will be F1. Okay, I can put a load here, that is F1. Now, this has been connected with a liquid inside here, right? There is a liquid inside here. Then nothing but water. You can keep water also, no problem. Yeah, that's a simple thing you can take. Now, at the same level, in the larger piston, right, there is the same level in the larger piston with the area of cross section A2, right, and I have the piston here like this. Okay, now let us keep a larger platform here. I keep a larger platform here, fine, and in this platform I can rest a car or whatever the heavy object I wanted to move, for example, like lift it, right, a car has been placed here, we can imagine. Okay, so this is the simple structure, right? The liquid is being placed throughout. Yeah, connecting. This is called the connecting. This is called connecting tube, and these are the two pistons. One with small area of cross section A1 and another with a large area of cross section A2, where A2 is greater than A1. This is the basic thing, right? And I apply a force here, right? Now, what Pascal's law states? Pascal's law states that the pressure exerted in a liquid is transmitted undiminished throughout the liquid. It is not diminished, it's not going to change, it's not going to vary, right? Equally distributed throughout the liquid. So, if there is a pressure is acting here, we say P1 is equal to F1 upon A1. That pressure is going to act and get it distributed throughout the liquid, undiminished, and that same pressure will be acting here. And what will happen? It will push this up now. Let us say the force acting on that is F2. Now, A2 is its area of cross section, and what will be the pressure formula? P2 is equal to F2 upon A2. So, this is for the small piston and this is for the big piston. This same principle of Pascal's law, where the pressure being distributed equally in a confined liquid, what we are going to say, what about the level of these two pistons? They are same. We already studied in the liquid property, at the same level the pressure will remain same. So, P1 should be equal to P2. So, this is the basic structure, right. So, let me write it here carefully, little bit more broad. We know that A2 is greater than A1 condition, and in this point pressure 2 is equal to F2 upon A2. Fine, and we say that pressure 1 is equal to pressure 2. Fine. Now, pressure 1 is F1 upon A1 at the small piston and is equal to F2 upon A2 at the big piston. What you wanted to calculate is how much weight can I lift? How big, large a weight I can lift? A car, a small car, a big car, or something more than that? That is decided, we need to know F2. In order to know F2, what we do, keep it F2 here, bring up here A2 upon A1 of F1, or F2 is equal to ratio between area of cross sections A2 upon A1 into force applied here F1. This is the most important formula you should remember. I can give you a simple example. For example, force applied is here, let us say 1000 Newton. I apply a force of, let us why say 100 Newton. The area 1 is equal to, let us say 10 centimeter square. Okay? And now let us say this is 100 centimeter square. Just like that, I am giving an example, right? Area 10 centimeter square, A2 is larger, so 100 centimeter square, Right, now F2 should be how much? You find that F2 is equal to 100 upon 10. Okay, centimeter squared gets cancelled. Multiply by what is the force I applied? 100 Newton. Okay, so from this I can find out 0 gets cancelled. That is equal to 1, 2, 3. So this much Newton. F2 is equal to 1000 newtons. That means I can lift a body of 1000 Newton here. That means here the ratio, it is multiplied by 10 times. It is multiplied by 10 times. So this is the purpose of application. One of the applications of Pascal's law. You have Brahma's press, where cotton bales and all can be pressed. Hydraulic brake, right, which we use it there in the case of a lorry, truck, anywhere the hydraulic brake is there. That is all based on this principle, the equal transmission, undiminished transmission of pressure in all directions. Okay, so this is the general principle which I wanted to teach today in this video. So you please understand the concept, learn the theory, and then you will be able to do. I also want to connect with the present day corona. See, corona is also, you see, the whole world you take it as a what do you call, enclosed liquid. Like enclosed liquid, it's all enclosed liquid. Right? The world is a single thing which you are having here. Right? And when it starts in one place, from China, it travels to some other country, USA. From USA it goes to UK. And UK it comes to India. So this is a continuous process. The corona which began at one particular point is been equally transmitting in all the directions. It does not worry, because the physical laws are such that natural laws also sometimes like this only, right? You'll find that the corona is getting a cyclic thing like that. Now second wave happens in one place, and in India it takes place now, right? Now third wave, South Africa was peak. Yeah, it was going in very high level, then UK, the whole world, USA, and now it is in India. So this is what the beauty of the world is. We are all interconnected, just like Pascal's law. We are all enclosed liquid. We are all one humanity. We are all one human being. We should understand. That's why we should understand. If you press it here in one place, there will be an impact in some other place. We may not know that, how is it happening, but really it will be happening. Corona is one of the examples. Thank you so much.